Yo, man. What is good, boys? Welcome to Project Harmony. Today, we're going to be talking about how to stop giving a damn, bro. Can't say that word or else YouTube is going to demonetize me. But you want to learn how to stop caring what other people think about you, bro. Guys, this right here is a freaking superpower. Because when you finally learn how to stop caring what people think about you, you are going to find it a lot easier for you to reach all your goals in life. You're going to find out that you have a more magnetic aura around you, and people are seen to be more attracted towards you. And you're going to finally figure out what it feels like to be free. Because, in my opinion, every man feels his best when he is the most free. Okay. But there are a lot of misconceptions when it comes to not caring what people think. Ironically, people think that means being an a-hole, but it doesn't mean that at all. And today I'm going to show you guys 4 mindset shifts that you can do to stop giving a damn and start getting what you want out of life. Out of life, not life. So, bro, if you want to get the knowledge, give this like a life, bro. Get this live a like. Sorry, guys, it's early. All right. And if you're new to the community, bro, join the Discord, bro, where we have boys and men just like us, just like you, that are trying to improve their life in all categories, bro. Fitness, seduction, business. Right now, we are in the seduction phase, charm, because this right here is a very charming trait. Okay. So now, guys, why is not giving a damn so damn attractive? Okay. Here's the funny thing about love. Okay. Because not caring what people think actually makes it easier for people to fall in love with you. It's a kind of a very contradicting thing. We've all been there, right? You know what it's like when you care so much about what a girl thinks. You care so much about how she feels about you. You care so much about trying to get her to like you. And what does that do on average? We all know. The more you chase, the more people run away. But when you don't care, you have an energy where it feels like you're kind of okay with whatever happens. You're like, yeah. And that's so attractive that people, instead of chasing, they run towards you because they feel like you have something that they don't have. Because deep down, everybody wants to feel free. And when they see you act like this, they go, man, that guy, there's something about him. There's something about him. Because, guys, how people fall in love, guys, is ironic. Men and women fall in love when they feel out of control. So, whenever they're interacting with somebody that doesn't care what they think about them, people feel out of control because they can't control this person and they freaking love it. Okay. So this is why this is such a superpower, guys. And to understand how it works, let's talk about the first mindset shift. Okay. The first mindset shift is to understand that life happens in 3 phases. Okay. 3 phases. So listen, in the first phase of life, which some of you guys are in, you tend to care a lot what people think about you because you're trying to build yourself up, right? You're trying to get social rank. Us human beings, we're social creatures, right? And we want harmony in our social circles because we feel like that's going to make it easier for us to climb and get access to things, right? But you have probably learned that when you care too much about what people think about you, it doesn't really get you what you want, man. In fact, you kind of feel like you're a slave to other people. Okay, so that's the first stage of life. So hopefully, After hanging out here for a while, you then start to realize something, right? You start to think everybody cares what you do. Then the second phase, you stop caring what people do. You stop caring. You stop caring what they think. You're like, you know what? Forget what people think. I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to go where I want to go. I'm going to eat what I want to eat. I'm going to smash whoever the hell I want to smash. Doesn't matter, bro, because I'm about to be 6 feet under someday. So that's the second stage of life, which by the way is pretty nice, right? But Cowboys, the real secret to not caring what people think is actually in the third stage of life, not the second. The third one is when you reach an epiphany. You see, boys, when you're in this phase, you now start doing things on your own terms. You now start doing things that you want to do. But then you're going to learn something that will get you into the third phase. And do you guys know what that is? You learn that this entire time, nobody cared. I want you guys to sink in. I want that to sink in. The first phase of life, you care what everybody thinks. Second phase, you stop caring what people think. Third phase, you finally realize nobody gave a damn. Do you know why? Because Cowboys, human beings are selfish. We don't care about you. What we care about is how we feel. You don't care about me, bro. You just care about how you feel. When you realize this, you now start to understand, oh my God, the truth is this. People care more what I think about them than they think about me. Let me repeat. People care more what I think about them than they think about me. This is very freeing. This is very, very, very freeing because you now realize that, bro, all that status jockeying you were doing, all that stuff you were trying to do to gain validation, it was pointless. And let me give you an example, right? A lot of us men, we want to have money, the hoes, status. Okay. Let me ask you this. Imagine you are walking down the street and then you see this guy drive by you. This guy is good looking. He has been hitting his shoulder presses. He's been hitting the rings, bro. His pecs are looking immaculate. He's been taking care of his skin. He's looking great. And then you see him driving a Lamborghini. You're like, damn, this guy has been putting in work. And then you look at his passenger seat and you see him with this bomb looking honey, bro. This girl is so damn fine. You're like, damn. Don't lie to me, guys. At this point, how are you feeling? If you're a normal guy, you're probably like, damn, that guy got it going on. But let me ask you this. How are you going to feel in the next 3 minutes? If you're a normal person, while you see that person, you go, wow, that guy got it going on. Or you be very jealous. You either be very jealous, you be inspired, right? You feel something. But then 3 minutes later, you're going to be like, what's for dinner? How am I going to pay rent? How about that girl Stacy I've been trying to hook up with? Does she like me? So I want you guys to think about this. If you're working so hard, for that validation from people, you're only going to get it. You're only going to get the attention for like 1 minute, 3 minutes tops. And then you know what people are going to do? After they see it, they go, "Oh, that's cool," and then they go about their merry way. They have totally forgotten about you. It's in the past. Okay, so that's the very first thing, guys. Realizing that honestly, nobody cares. Nobody cares at all. So does that mean that, okay, man, that you should just act like a freaking idiot, right? And you should, because nobody cares, you can just be a fool? Well, no, because if you act like a fool, you can act like such a fool that people actually don't want to be around you. Okay. But now, once you understand that first mindset shift, the second mindset shift is actually going to make you extremely attractive. Okay. Because once you now understand that nobody really cares, you are now in the perfect position to take your life seriously. Take your life seriously. What do I mean? A lot of the times, bro, when you care too much about what people think about you, you are not focused on you. You are focused on everybody else. There is a saying: winners focus on winning, losers focus on winners. Okay. If you're being very honest, a lot of times when you think about what somebody thinks, is because you are not really set on your goals. You're not set on your mission. You're not set on achieving anything. You're kind of just like coasting. Because the thing is this, guys, us people, we only have so much mental bandwidth, right? Imagine this is a jar, right? And every time I give a damn, I can put a quarter in there. Actually, let me not use this. Let me use this. Okay. This is our give a damn. Give our damn. Oh, this smells nice. Our give our damn jar, bro. So every time you give a damn about other people, you go here. You go here. You go here. You got nothing left. By you caring about what everybody else is doing here, you got nothing left to focus on your own life. Okay. So instead of thinking about them, what you need to do is think about, okay, what can I focus on? Can I focus on my health? Can I focus on my income? Can I focus on my seduction skills? I want you guys to answer this question, right? I want you to imagine that today you now have a goal of reaching, let's just say you are working towards reaching, like that thing I said in my last life, 100K per month or 100K per year. Maybe you're not making six figures. Let's just say 500K a year. You're building up your business to make 500K a year. You're working on this very hard every single day. That's one. You are also working on your fitness. You're hitting the rings 3 to 4 times per week. You're doing your calisthenics. You're watching your diet, bro. You're making sure you're progressively overloading your training. And then the last thing is you are working on your seduction. You see yourself improving with women every single week, every single month. You notice that you're getting more and more attractive women interested in you. If you're doing these three things, do you think you will care when somebody tells you, Marvis, you're an a-hole. Marvis, you're awkward. Marvis, you're too nice. Do you think you'll give a damn? Answer it in the chat, please. Imagine you are working hard on making 500K a year, making money, right? Working on your body, getting more girls invested in you. You are actually working on these things on the daily. and someone tells you you're an a-hole, you're a douche, I don't like the way you dress, they give you all these nonsense, right? Would you care? Marvin says, yeah, I'll see you around. Exactly, you won't care. But now I want you guys to think on the flip side. What about if you are not working on that business? You've been dilly-dallying on that thing for too long. You have been procrastinating on it for way too long. You are not that consistent with your training. You tell yourself every week that, hey, I'll go to the gym. Hey, I'll take my calisthenics more seriously, but you never really do. And you're also not approaching girls. You're not improving your photos with online dating. You're not learning how to communicate better. You're not learning how to escalate. Now, when somebody questions your core and they start telling you you're an a-hole, you're awkward, how would you feel then? When you know you're not taking care of the things that are really important to you. Good example of this. See this thing right here? This is a PP pump, right? I made videos about this, right? You guys know about this. I want you guys to think, do you think my mother approves of me showing guys about PP pumps, telling guys about my experience with PP pumps, selling PP pumps? You think my mother cares, thinks, oh my boy, I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud of him following his passion of getting guys big schlongs all over the world. You think my mom cares? You think she approves of my decisions? Let me know in the chat. What do you think my mom thinks about that? What do you think my mom thought when I told her, yeah, I'm going to start talking about PP pumps all the time? You think because I have personal training clients, they know I do that too. You think my personal training clients, the females, you think that when they knew about me doing that, you think they were like, oh yeah, do that? No, bro. In fact, you get a lot of people being like, oh, bro, should you do that? I'm not sure if you should do that, man. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if that is a good idea. I don't know if you should do that. I don't know. But you know why I did it anyways? Because it aligns with my goals. I don't care what they think. I'm not trying to give my mom a big schlong. She's my mom. Are you crazy? I don't care what my clients think about what I do in my spare time, because yeah, I mean, they do support me with my personal training business, but they don't support me with everything else. It's fine. People are not going to always agree with everything you're doing, and you have to accept that, man. It's totally fine. But do you know what actually ended up happening when they found out I was actually serious about it? A lot of them told me, yeah, don't do it. Oh, that's a bad idea. Oh, no. Do you know what a lot of them told me after I did it or I started doing it? After a few months, my mom was like, so Tommy, how's the penis pump business? Is it good? My sister too, she used to give me crap for that. She's like, oh, Tommy, you're gonna be doing that? Her and her boyfriend used to give me crap. But guys, I was at Thanksgiving. They used to give me crap for that stuff, man. I was in Thanksgiving a few weeks ago, And my sister's boyfriend, while I was like carving the turkey, he came to me and he was like, hey, Tao, so does it really work? Like, I know it's crazy, but does it really like work? Like for real? I'm like, yeah, dude, yeah, watch my video. It's funny. You guys will find out something, right? A lot of times when you go out on a limb and you take a risk, some people will doubt what you're trying to do. But if they see it is working out, bro, they'll become your supporters. And in fact, they're going to respect you more because you did something that they themselves were afraid to do. And they can see that as strength because they go, okay, that is something that not a lot of people are willing to do. But this guy took a risk and apparently it's working for him. Very attractive. It's attractive for men, women, right? Now, am I saying that when you do this, everybody's going to love you? No, because one of my aunties still thinks I'm a pervert. One of my aunties, she still thinks it's disgusting. She had a birthday party a few weekends ago. She didn't invite me. Can you believe it? She didn't invite me. She invited everybody else. She didn't invite me. I'm like, oh my God. Oh well, who cares? More time to sell penis pumps. Whatever, baby. All right, guys. So that's the second thing, bro. That's the second thing. You gotta take life very seriously, right? Another thing that also happens, guys, that will help you stop caring about other people. The number three thing is you also want to learn how to embrace uncertainty. Because this kind of goes back to taking life seriously. A lot of us are afraid to go after what we want because of what people think, because we are afraid of what will happen if we make that choice. Us human beings, we like certainty. We like to be comfortable. We like to feel safe. But the guy that does not care what people thinks, he's okay with uncertainty. He's okay doing things not knowing what is going to happen. And the real reason why is this, guys. People that seem like they don't care what people think or they don't care about anything, the irony is they care a lot. They care a lot. But instead of caring of one little thing, they care about the big picture. Okay? Because remember, guys, people seek control. When you focus on the small details, you feel a lack of control. But when you zoom out and you look at the big thing, you feel more control because you understand that, hey, if this does not work, oh well, if this doesn't work out for me, who cares? Do you know what we're going to do? Try again. And if that doesn't work, try again. And it doesn't work, try again. Because, guys, what is rejection? Really? Do you know what it is? Rejection is not the end of the world. Do you know what rejection really is? It starts with an F. People that have been watching me for a while, you guys know what it is. I'm going to pause in the comment section below. Bingo. This guy got it. Feedback. Feedback. Because when you're not afraid to, when you don't care what people think, you're not afraid to take risks. You're not afraid of things being uncertain because You want to get more rejections. You want to get more feedback. And towel boys, guess what happens when you get more feedback? It's kind of ironic. You get more certainty. The more action you take, the more rejections you take, the more you learn. And the more you learn, bro, the more you earn. Because that gives you certainty. Certainty. Mm-hmm. So ironically, when you care what people think too much and you're too in your head, you stay uncertain. It's kind of ironic. When you chase uncertainty, you reach certainty. But if you stay in uncertainty, you're gonna be there forever, bro. And you're gonna keep caring what people think. It will never go away. It will never ever go away. So how do you care about the big things? It's simple, guys. This is now the last thing. The last thing that will help you not care what other people think is to like the live. What are you doing? How many of you are in here? There's so many of you guys in here and you haven't liked the live. I'm appalled. I'm appalled, boys. I'm appalled. All right, you guys have liked it. All right, cool. Because I care what you guys think. You know why I care what you think? Because it now goes to the next thing, bro. You gotta care about the right things. You see, boys, the guy that doesn't care what people think, he does care. Because remember, we talked about feedback, but he only cares about the thing that gets a result. Nothing else. But the thing is, if you don't go into uncertainty, you don't know what gives you results. You're uncertain. But then the more you do it, the more experience you get, you now start to see patterns. And you now start going, oh, this is what I should care about. This is what is important. Because it goes back to the Pareto's principle, right? Does anybody know what that is? 80% of your results will come from 20% of your efforts. 80% of your results will come from 20% of your efforts. But the only way for you to know what that 20 is to take tons of action, take tons of rejection. And then you can look back and you can be like, hey, when I did this, I got this result. But when I did all this other stuff, it didn't matter. So naturally, what do? You say that 80% bye. Say goodbye to that 80%. Gone. And let me focus on that 20. But then do you know what you do? What does a wise man do when he has figured out the 80-20? You see, smart men do 80-20 once. But what do wise men do? They do it again. Now they do that 20% and they now do 80-20 again. And then they learn, this other 80% nonsense. And they do it again, and they do it again, and they do it again, and they do it again. And then over time, guys, that's how they learn. Oh, these are the things that really matter. And these are things that get me results. A good example of this, guys, you guys might hate him. You guys might hate him, but who is somebody that has mastered all these things I'm talking about? His name starts with T, and he ain't me. In fact, he wears red hats just like me. He's not as handsome. Charisma, I'm not sure. What is his name? He was very influential, boys. In fact, Lopez, Ty Lopez. He was our president. Donald Trump. Hey man. Hey man. I don't know what you guys think about him. Everybody has different opinions about Donald Trump. Everybody has, some people don't like him. Some people think he's the greatest man that ever lived. Some people think he's a scumbag, right? But can we just be honest here? Regardless what you think about him, that man has influence. Regardless what you think about him, that man has influence and he has accumulated power. How did he do it? With this. Because here's one thing too that happens when you stop caring what people think, right? The truth is this, bro. This is the last point. You are going to polarize people. But what's going to happen is this. People will either love you, bro. They will love you to the freaking end because you just have that quality that they desire. Because they're like, man, this guy is so bold. This guy just doesn't care. That guy gets you respect. That guy has respect. He gets envy. Some people either think he's cool or people either think that he's a freaking scumbag. There's no in between. And guys, if you want to achieve anything in life, do you want a lot of people that are lukewarm about you? Do you want people in your life that are kind of like, yeah, Patrick, he's all right. He's okay. Marvin's, he's all right. He's cool, I guess, you know. Mike, I mean, Mike is there. Is that what you want? Or do you want people to be like, yo, T-Mac is a freaking G. And you know what's ironic? You wouldn't even care. You wouldn't even care, bro. You wouldn't even care that people think you're amazing. You'd be like, whatever, I'm just doing what I need to do. I'm just doing what I need to do. And that's how you end up feeling free. But then, bro, this is the pinnacle. This is the pinnacle of it, right? When you stop caring about what other people think about you, right, you're going to be very polarizing. Now, this is the fifth one. You can choose to do this if you want. But honestly, bro, at this phase, the fifth phase, you want to double down on the people that care about you because those are your real supporters. Those are the real people that believe in what you're doing and are actually going to take you to another level. You guys will enhance each other. You guys will enhance each other. And that's what you guys are right here, man. That's what the Discord is, bro. Because, I mean, let's be real, man. I'm not the most, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not everybody's cup of tea, bro. I'm not for everybody. You know, I'm not for everybody. Some people will say I'm sexist. Some people will say that I need to grow up. You know, some people will say that I don't know what people say, honestly. I really don't. But I'm for you guys. That's what I know. And I double down on you guys. I create groups for you guys. I create content for you guys. I listen to you guys. And all those other people that don't agree with what I'm saying, I go, I don't care. People that don't care about me, I'm like, I don't care about you. Bye. But people that care about me, I'm like, I'm going to double down on these people, bro, because we are on the same vibe. So, bros, man, that is how you stop caring about what other people think about you, bro. And if you want to reach that same level with other boys in the Towboy Nation, bro, in the Love Club, join the Discord, my guy, and become an official Love Club member. That way we can get this moolah, get these muchachas, bro, and get that mindset so that we can freaking just crush it, bro. 6 a.m. in the Philippines. Was it worth it, bro? Was this live worth it? It's a little bit different because I think that you guys need some mindset stuff too, bro. Yeah, tactics are great. Tactics are great. Breaking down stuff is great. But if your mind ain't right, bro, no technique, no tactic, nothing will work if your mindset ain't there, bro. All right, let's do Q&A right now, bro. Let's do question and answer because I'm here to support the people that care, bro. Tal, do you still do Excel? We're doing question answer now, guys. No, I don't. I did that my first year. That was when I was hold on, that thing's bright. Hold up. So let me explain the Excel sheets, right? Let me explain the Excel sheet. So what do you guys think? Is Tao a natural or is he like a PUA kind of guy? All right. What do you guys think? Am I like a natural or am I like a PUA when it comes to seduction? So I can explain the spreadsheets for you. I'm a natural. Yes, I'm a natural. Someone says I'm a natural. What's PUA? Pickup artist. Don't worry. I'm more of a natural, right? I'm more of a natural. I'm not a PUA. But something that happened was, you see, man, like I started my business when I was 25. And in business, you have to do like a lot of like tracking. You have to do a lot of track. You have to do a lot of like you have to track everything, your KPIs, right? So that you can know, okay, what should I work on 80/20, right? But the thing was, before I was 30 years old, I never really tracked anything about women. I just went off like, I went off just feedback, man, just like natural stuff. But because of my experience with business, I then started to see value in like taking track of things and like looking at things that actually are important. So on my 30th birthday, like after 30, I decided, you know what, let me just, because I was always getting girls, right? But the thing was, it wasn't always consistent, you know? Like I could get girls in, I could get girls that I found attractive, but it wasn't like 100%. And I was like, because I saw what happened when I took track in business, I'm like, what will happen if I do the same thing in seduction, in dating? So when I started doing dating stuff, I had a spreadsheet of like girls I'll go out on dates with, and I'll write field reports of what I did with the girls, so I can actually now start to logically break down things. I'm like, okay, I know this works, but why the hell does it work? And I now started trying new things. And then what actually ended up happening was I went on a board. I went on like a seduction board, right? And I started like giving people my notes and stuff that I was doing. And then they were like, yo, what the hell is this? They're like, what the hell is this? And I rose the ranks very quickly. And I was like, okay, this is interesting. But I didn't really know what I was doing. I was just going off like instinct. Okay. But spending time in that community now made me go, oh, this is why this works. This is why this works. This is why this works. So when I actually spend time in that community, my consistency went like poof, bro. It was crazy. If you guys are watching my lives a few years ago, you probably have noticed how like the way I deliver information has kind of changed because I kind of learned how to communicate seduction better. Okay, so that's why I had the spreadsheet. But once I did that for the first year or two, I stopped doing it because I like, oh, I know what I'm doing. I know that when I do this, this happens. I know that when I do this, this happens. I know that when I do this, this happens. So that was the purpose of the spreadsheet. And that's actually why, if you're trying to get good with girls, it's very smart for you to like have like a journal. Even if you don't post it on the Discord, which we have a field report section over there, you can post it. But at least do it for yourself, because I'm telling you, when you take notes of things, you start to learn like what gets measured gets improved. And if there's anybody in here that has done field reports, raise your hand, let people know. My towel boys that have done field reports, did it make a difference? Look what Tano said. Yep. It sounds like such a dumb thing. You're like, how does that make a difference? Tano says it makes a difference. Anybody else has done field reports? I know, guys, it sounds like such a freaking nerdy thing to do, but that's the thing, though. You just need to do it for a short period of time, because once you kind of know how to do it, you know how to do it. It's just like you learn the skill. Nah, it doesn't work on me. Never. Well, Ken, can I ask you this? When you were writing reports, when you were writing things, did you look back in your interactions and did you change anything? Because that's one thing that some people do too. They'll track things, but they don't change shit. They'll keep getting the same, they'll keep getting the same feedback, but they don't change anything. That's not how it works. You track to see, hey, I always do this. And then what will happen is you start seeing patterns. Hey, every time I do this, this happens. Oh, wait, when I did this thing, I got a different result. Oh, let me keep doing that. And of course, when you have resources like this that give you guys tactics and stuff to do, when you test things out, you'll be like, ah, yeah, that does work. Ah, yeah, that does do this. Someone said that's like watching your lives but not putting it in practice. Exactly. If you just write stuff and don't look back at it and then like analyze it, it doesn't do anything. Mm-hmm. So good. All right, let's continue the Q&A. Good question, bro. Good question. How long did it take you to get comfortable working out in public? I don't know how long it took me. I just did it. I just did it. Well, why I started working out in public, I don't know if I ever revealed this to you guys, but the reason why I started working out with rings was because of necessity, not because of love. So I don't know if you guys are watching my channel when I first started, but when I first started YouTube, I was doing mostly stuff inside the gym. Like watch my old vlogs on the Tao Physique channel. You will see that I was doing stuff in like this private gym. Okay. So the owner allowed me to record videos in there, right? And to build up my channel. But something interesting happens, right? Something interesting happened. as I started growing my YouTube, he started acting very weird. Like he now started putting these weird time restrictions on me. Sometimes he would like rage when I record, even if I was recording with nobody around. I'm like, what the hell? So because of that, I actually had rings in my car. And I was like, damn, how am I going to create content for my channel if this guy's always like getting in the way? So I had rings in my car that I never used, bro. I actually never used them, like rare. And I was like, okay, you know what, man? If I can't make that many videos in the gym, maybe I can do some outside. So that's how it started. It was out of necessity. Because I was like, yo, if I don't do this, I'm not gonna be able to put out content for Top Zeke. And then the first few times was really awkward, but I just kept doing it because I had a vision. I kept doing it. I kept doing it. And then even recording outside was very awkward, man. I remember when I used to record outside. Because you guys watch my old vlogs, I'll record outside. People be watching me as I'm talking to you guys. And it used to feel so fucking awkward, man. It used to feel so awkward. Like sometimes I'll have to retake things and it didn't feel normal. But something interesting started to happen, guys. Do you know what happened? Sometimes when I recorded in places, they started giving me things for free. They started giving me feedback, and the people were like, "Oh, you do YouTube? Hey, man, keep it up, man. Hey, man, keep doing it, bro. Oh, what's your channel?" That gave me positive reinforcement to be like, "Okay, you know what, bro? Again, it doesn't really matter what people think, man. Like, just focus on your own thing. Focus on what you need to do, right? And eventually, all that anxiety, all that stuff went away. So, guy, if you have issues working out in public, think about the gains, bro. Think about what happens if you don't actually get that workout in. Think about how you're going to look a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now. Are you going to let that small anxiety stop you from looking like a Greek god? Hell no. Plus, I don't think I ever told you guys this. By the way, guys, if I'm rambling, let me know, okay? I don't know if I ever told you guys this, bro, but one time when I was making a video, guys, go back to my channel and watch the video. What was it? 5 things I wished I knew before I started calisthenics. If you watch that video, you see that I was recording some things outside while I was doing like clapping push-ups and stuff like that. Guys, this is hilarious. While I was recording that video, you guys didn't see this, but there was a group of people having a picnic right there. Like a group of guys and girls having a picnic while I was recording the video, bro. So while I was doing it, during my breaks, this muchacha saw me. And during my break, she would like kind of like wander around me. You guys know what that meant. So I was like, oh, hey, what's up? We started conversation. And, we started conversation, blah, 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 blah. And I kept recording my thing, right? Now, guys, this is funny. Once I was done recording, right, I packed my stuff. Oh, by the way, and when I was recording the video, right, those people were watching. And they saw me doing those push-ups, and some of the guys tried to do the push-up, but they couldn't do it. And I could hear them talking behind me as I was filming. They're like, "Oh my God, that guy is strong. What's that guy doing?" Da, da, da. But I didn't pay attention. Like, yo, I gotta finish this video, right? So I wrapped up, and guys, as I was walking to my car with my stuff, guess what happened? Guess what happened when I packed up my stuff and I started walking to my car to leave? Take a guess. This made me go, oh damn, bro. As I was leaving, I heard a voice. Hey, hey, hey. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. It was that girl I was talking to. She was like, oh hey, um, so what were you doing? Were you recording a video? I'm like, yeah. I was recording a video for my YouTube channel, but I gotta go back. I gotta go edit it. She's like, oh, that's cool. Well, I'm from San Diego, and I'm only gonna be in town for a few days. I was like, you don't say. I was like, well, a few days. Well, you know what? I could show you around, So when are you leaving? Okay, yeah, you know what? Let's exchange numbers and I'll give you a tour. After that day, bro, I had no more anxiety about training in public. Let's just say that. No more anxiety about training in public. By the way, if you guys enjoyed that story, give this video a like, okay? All right, let's keep your questions going. Let's continue the Q&A. Where the hell is this stuff, man? Sorry. What was dating in 2013 like for you versus now? This is wild. By the way, anybody watching, we're doing question and answer. So as I'm answering this question, you can keep asking your questions and I'll answer them. Okay. So 2013 was 10 years ago. So I was 25. Oh, man, I'm giving you guys the beans, man. When I was 25, bro, this is going to sound odd, but I was in a fraternity, bro. When I was 25 years old, boys, I was in a fraternity. And you know what's crazy? I didn't even go to school there. I don't even know exactly how it happened. I can't remember the exact story, but somehow it was in UCLA. I ended up being a pledge master for this fraternity in UCLA when I was 25, and I didn't even go to school there. So I had to lie to my brothers about me going to certain classes and stuff. I memorized some professors, and I'm like, oh, did you go to Shlukowski's class? Oh man, that guy's hard. Like there was a website back then. I can't remember what it was. Rate Your Professor. So I went on Rate Your Professor, and I memorized some people's stuff. I'm like, okay, that guy does this, and I just spit that shit back to people. All right. And while I was a pledge master, we used to throw a lot of parties. So let's just say that Tao was reaping the benefits of being in a fraternity, if you know what I'm talking about, man. So 2013 was easy mode, dude. I did not really do much. I used to go to parties, meet girls on the dance floor, do some things, say some things, and then I will now take them. I'll take them to my friend's room, close. And then what started happening was over time, I started getting a reputation um, in that school, in that area, because I knew this technique to make girls, you know what I'm talking about? So some girls did that, And then they now started telling girls about it. So while I would be in the fraternity at the parties, I used to have some girls every now and then come up to me and be like, "Hey, are you Tao?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, I'm Tao." And they'll tell me, "Do you know Stacy?" And when they told me, "Do you know Stacy?" I'm like, "Yes, I know Stacy." They will be like, "Stacy told me some really cool things about you." I'm like, "She did? Good things, I hope." "Oh yeah, really good things. Maybe you can show me." Dude. Any of you guys that are in college, bro, I'm telling you, if you're in college, get into a fraternity, bro. Or at least make friends with people in fraternities. I'm telling you, that'll make your dating life so much easier. But now my dating life is not like that. Obviously, I'm not in a fraternity. I, I meet girls online. I meet girls when I'm out and about in public, not as much as I used to. And I meet girls when I go out at night. Very different. Very, very different. If there's anything now, I know is that girls now, I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. It's just different. It's just the way I meet them has changed. All right, let's keep this thing going. I think it's hard to train when you're in zero. What do you mean when you're in zero? Like 0 degree uh Celsius? Well, yeah, they don't train outside. Train inside, bro. Tal, can you go in more detail on social game and mixed gender friend groups? Same thing, dude. Like, just focus on the girl. Focus on the girl, bro. Let me give you guys a tip. This is something that a lot of people do not know. But when you guys go out to parties or you guys go out to nightclubs, this is gonna sound weird as hell, but the best girls to approach are girls in mixed groups. Because let me tell you something. A lot of the time, the guy she came with is not her boyfriend. Let's just say that. And I want you guys to think about psychology. If he is not her boyfriend, why is she in a social gathering with him? Exactly. She's open. So mixed group, bro. It's the same thing. Like just approach them. Be nice to the guy. Be nice to him. Be cool. Like, hey, bro, whatever, man. Like, if you want to talk about sports, talk about other girls too. Talk about which girls are cute, and then focus on your girl, right? As long as you're chill. Actually, a lot of times the guys will just let you take the girl if you're a cool guy. Okay, so guys, if you're out and about and you see girls in mixed groups, that's it's ironic. It's actually easier than girls in groups because girls in groups they check in too much. They'll be like, "Are you okay? Is everything all right? Are you cool?" But it's weird when it's a guy. Girls are actually more ruthless. It's so weird when it's a guy that's with them. Girls will leave with you, even though they came with that guy. It's ruthless, ruthless. But when there's more girls, they tend to think more about it. Good question, bro. Good question. Oh, but let me just say this though. Pause. Before I get any of you guys in the fights, before you approach the girl, please read body language, okay? Like if you saw them kissing before or you saw them holding hands, don't approach her. Don't be an idiot. But if you see like they have social distance and they're not really making very intense eye contact with each other, and it looks kind of like they're both two individuals, then that means she's open. Approach. Plus, it's cool, bro. You can actually make a friend. Sometimes those guys actually end up being your friends. Those guys can be cool if you're cool with them. Where did I put that thing? Oh, I lost it. Hmm. Ask your questions, guys. I'll answer. Do you have some opener for day games? Hard to think of one when I do see she's already far. Um, when I open a day game, I usually keep it very simple. It'll be something that's happening socially. Maybe something that she's wearing. Um, even just say, "Oh, I like your hair," right? She's like, "Oh, cool, thank you." Continue from there. Like, "Oh, okay, that's a nice bracelet." Or if you're in the grocery store, you look at her basket. Let's just say she has a lot of ice cream and stuff. You can be like, "Oh, wow, that looks like really healthy over there." Like here's one thing I do when I do day game. When I give an approach, I don't approach like hard like that. What I do is I put out bait and I see if she bites on it. Your opener is not as important. What actually is important is the follow up. So how she responds to whatever I say, I now know, is she in a good mood to talk? Is she very receptive? And I kind of go off that. The opener, guy, is not that important. It's just to open. What actually matters is your follow up. And I usually open in a way that is very like nonchalant, like just like having conversation. Because one thing I would say that will help you with day game is instead of trying to open girls, just think about getting to a social mood and open everybody. Open the cashier. It's like start a small conversation with the cashier. Open the dude next to you in line. Say something to the security guard. Say something to the old lady. It seems weird, but it kind of gets you into the flow so that when you now meet a girl that's attractive, it's just like the seventh approach of the day. And if it goes well, you take it further. It doesn't have to be do or die. You feel me? Try that approach. You might try, that's funny. Try that approach. You might find out that when you do it like that, you don't overthink approaching as much and you do more naturally. By the way, this one, with this thing, man, if you're really, 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 really like, if you really, really don't have anything to say, just go up to her like, hey, you know what? I saw you from across the room or there. You seem pretty chill. And I was curious to learn some more about you. What's good? Right? Or I had to say hi. Oh, yo, what's good? What's good, girl? Look, this is gonna sound random, but I was reading this book and I saw you and you distracted me. And I just had to come say hi to you for a second. Okay. And then you now begin. If you don't know what to say. This smells so good. Look what Patrick said. Personally, I'm always nervous. This is the first go of the day. Yeah, it's normal. It's normal, bro. Being nervous when you approach is normal. I still get nervous, bro. I have done thousands of approaches. I still get nervous. It happens. Of course, like if I'm in a momentum, let's just say I'm going through like a phase where I'm doing like a lot of a pickup. When I'm in the zone, I don't get nervous as much. But like when I'm starting again, oh, I get nervous. It's a very normal thing. One of my friend does cold approaching and ends up looking like a creep. How do I avoid that? What is the title of the video? That's funny. Okay, let me give you advice. Um, solid advice. Okay, if you feel if you feel weird about it, bro, the best thing you can do, practical thing, is go somewhere where nobody knows you. T-Mac, T-Mac. Go to a different city, go to a different part of town, go to a new location where you never go and do your approaches there. Because that way, if people think you're a creep there, you're never going to see them again. But you build up the skill, okay? And your friends will be like, oh, look at T-Mac. He's such a dweeb. You get the reps. You know what I mean? And then you learn. You're like, okay, this is how I can be more smooth. Because a lot of times with your opener, what will make your opener really hit a lot of times is your vibe. Like if you are very calm and you're chill, you're like nonchalant, you will notice, and you look good and you take care of your basics, you will notice that a lot of your opens will hook. But if you're like in a bad mental state and you're kind of like super, super anxious and you'll notice that a lot of them do not hit. So when you're learning, honestly, guys, I think it's best for you to learn in places where people don't know who you are. All right. Because your first few approaches, I'm going to be honest with you, you are going to be awkward, bro. I'm sorry. Your first few approaches, you are going to say some weird stuff. You're gonna do some very strange things, but it's okay. You're learning. The more you do it, the more smooth you get. And as you feel more comfortable, you can now start doing it in front of people that know you. Okay. So go somewhere where nobody knows you and approach. So you don't have to worry about what people in your social circle think about you. Tao, I always hard close when I'm overwhelmed with a girl who's my types. What do you mean by hard close? Could you uh, could you elaborate a little bit more on that, please? Always a hit or miss. How to be more consistent, easygoing. Could you be more elaborate on this question, Marvin's? Thank you. I want to make sure I understand what you're saying before I answer. Oh, guys, we're doing question and answer. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Sorry, I got a text. Oh, it feels do or die to ask her out. How to be patient. Marvin's, there's no real way around that. You just have to just shoot. Okay. You just have to just ask. Just ask. Because here's the thing, right? The truth is this, bro. Yeah, you can learn game to be more smooth, to be more suave, to be more debonair, right? But the truth is this, guys, that there are gonna be some girls you're gonna meet that just like you. It's kind of wild. Um, has anybody experienced this in chat? Like, there are gonna be some girls that even if you didn't bring your A game, and even if you were not that smooth, because you escalated and because you did ask her out, she said yes. And she said yes, she showed up on the dates. You invited her back to your place, she said yes. You made a move, she said yes. And then you tried to, and she said yes. It happens, bro. Like, even if you don't have everything perfect, there are gonna be some girls that really dig you just the way you are. But you will not know if you never try, because women don't make the first move most of the time. Like, even though I told you guys that story earlier, that doesn't happen to me every day, bro. Like, girls are not just like, oh, Tao, smash me. Tao, just take over my body. Well, it's not every day. You know what I'm saying? So you have to take your shot, bro. And as the more shots you take, bro, you're gonna get more. You're gonna get more consistent with it. You're gonna start getting more smooth. But just understand that there are gonna be some girls that even though your game is trash, there are gonna be some girls that just like you. And as long as you lead, you ask her out, you set up the date, you go on the date, you ask her back to your place, it will work. Um, Girls do make the first move. I do agree. I do agree. But the thing is, when you're learning, I don't think it's too smart for you to be too focused on her signals. I think when you are learning, you want to get used to pushing the barrier a bit. And then over time, you learn, oh, okay, this is where I need to be. They call it over escalating. I think as a guy, when you're learning, it's better for you to over escalate more than for you to do less. Because when you over escalate too much, you can kind of dial it back and find where that mode is. Mike, for a social game, you need to have a very big social circle. How do you do that efficiently? It takes so much time and energy to get new friends that you would invite to a gathering. Yes, so social game is not for everybody. Remember, I said this in one live. There are multiple types of game. There's online game, there's day game, there's night game, and there is social game, right? Honestly, bro, one thing that you can do is try and pick a style or two that work with your personality. Like Mike, you're an older individual, right? Maybe you don't give a damn about having a big social circle. Maybe you're not the most extroverted guy. Maybe you don't like throwing parties. And if that's the case, you don't have to. I mean, you could make friends with people that are connectors, but even that takes work. I mean, maybe that's not your personality. Maybe you're more of a chill dude, so you could just pick up girls in the park, on the beach, in the library digging, or you could go to lounges, or you could just do online. Like, dude, there are girls in all these places. One style of game is not best. Pick the one, honestly, that for you seems like the most appealing. Because I don't know if he's in the chat right now, but we have a guy in the group in the Discord that he loves doing social game. You guys know who he is, right? He loves doing social game. He loves like organizing things and like doing parties and stuff like that. For him, it works. But for some people, that's too much work. You're definitely more chill, but you want to change that. Well, you could try it, right? But sometimes we're gonna be honest. Johnny's his name, Coach Johnny. Um, by the way, he hasn't joined the. Oh, if anybody is watching this, guys, the Discord is new. We have a new Discord. We had one before, We had to take that one down because I was not admin in that one, but we have a brand new one. So if you are in the old Discord, this is the new one. Join this one. This one is cute, bro. This one is run by me. Could you guys send a Johnny an invite? I haven't invited him yet. But yeah, if you want to change that world, then you need to spend more time going to clubs, going to events, and then connecting with guys, getting guys Instagrams, getting guys phone numbers, and then doing things with these guys, offering value to these guys, and then they will start inviting you to things, and then you can invite them to things. Or then when you are doing day game, for example, you can invite girls to an event. That's what you can do. Like if you're doing like online game, if you want to build a social circle, you can do online game, day game, night game, get leads from there, right? And then you can also meet some guys too. Because here's the thing, girls also want to meet guys. You can meet some cool guys, and then you can send all the girls in your text messages like, hey, I'm having a party at this place. I would love for you to come. That's how you can start to build up your social circle. Okay. So ironically, if you actually do know how to do cold approach, doing a social circle game will be easier. And then eventually, when you hit the jackpots is when you find a guy or a girl that's a connector. Who is a connector? A connector is somebody that loves to be social. They love meeting people. They love getting people together. If you can meet a connector and become good friends with them, they will help you source girls and source guys for your parties. All right. So does that help, Mike? Mm. All right. Let's continue this Q&A. Let's do one more question. All right. We're going to do one more question, and then that's it. And I'm out of here. By the way, while you're in here, like the live, right? And then ask this last question. Rapid fire. And your boy answered it. Best one. Your boy's posting wheelies. I had leg day yesterday. It was brutal. Okay, that's it, bros. Okay, nobody has a question. Cool. All right, guys. So now you guys know about how to stop caring what other people think about you. Okay. Apply those 4 steps I mentioned. If you just joined the live, go back, watch the thing from the beginning. We covered everything in the first 30, 45 minutes. Okay. So we are doing Vlogmas, and I'm doing a live every single day leading up to Christmas. All right. After that, it's going to slow down a little bit. But honestly, this is pretty dope. I'm going to keep doing these lives a lot more often. So I'm going to see you guys tomorrow, bros. But before we go, you got to make sure to always follow the first rule of Love Club G. Shh. Bro. Don't talk about it, bro. Be about it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.